I think it's safe to assume that if you clicked on this video, you, like me, are very excited that Leica rumors and the buzz is kicking around that Leica is releasing a new M camera. Back about 6 months ago, we kind of heard of this camera. It was going to have an electronic viewfinder, and that seemed pretty cool to me, but I was thinking that this camera was going to have both an optical and a digital viewfinder, kind of like the Fuji X100 series cameras. In fact, that's what led me to Leica anyways. If you've seen my channel before, you know I absolutely love Leica. And this is one of my favorites right here, my M11P. So it's just hard for me to imagine this window being gone right here, but it sounds like there will be no optical viewfinder whatsoever. It's just going to be a digital display through the back, just like all the other modern cameras. So according to Leica rumors, the M EV1 will pretty much be the Leica Q3 with an M mount. The new built-in EVF will be a 0.5-inch display with 5.7 million pixels. It's also going to have a new function button as well. We're looking at the same Maestro III image processor, same 64 gig internal memory. Now it's rumored to be announced on October 23rd with shipping starting in November. But I was really hopeful that they would either give us the digital and optical, or inside give us a patch. And from what I'm hearing, there is going to be no patch. You're going to have focus peaking for focus assist, but that will be all. So no patch in there. And in my mind, back when I had my X100V, which is pretty much, that's the camera that led me to the Leicas anyways, I wanted the rangefinder experience. I absolutely love the rangefinder experience. However, I do have to say that having an electronic viewfinder would be very nice as well, because it wasn't only the looking through the rangefinder, but also the focusing, and it's just like nothing really compared out there. So the X100V was a great camera, and having that hybrid display was very cool. Now, if I'm not mistaken, on my Fuji X100V, I kind of remember that there was an option to go in and display a split window in there to focus, like you're focusing with a film camera, and also a prism version as well, so you could align it. And that's one thing I absolutely love about the M series, is just the whole process of looking through, actually seeing the real world and focusing in those, and then aligning those patches. There's just something about it that's magical. So I gotta be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed to hear that they are going to eliminate that. Now we'll have to wait and see, because no one knows for sure. But I've heard it from some very reliable sources that it is gone. So I'm a little saddened by that, but I gotta be honest, I haven't even seen the camera and I'm ready to give up a kidney for it. So if you're anything like me, I'm curious to know. Let me know in the comments, are you thinking about picking it up and you have no idea what it even looks like yet? Now I've also heard that it's gonna have a new function button on it. So I tried to draft up just out of what I've read on it, this image right here. So I'm showing it's got the diamond shaped leatherette on it. And also I put a function button on the front. I don't know if that would be a practical place to put it, but I thought it looked kind of cool. But in my opinion, when you remove this window right here, the camera's gonna lose a lot of its appeal unless they design it where it's rounded on that side, on this side as well, something to get rid of the shape over here. And I think just putting the red dot there, I don't know if that's gonna look good. What it makes me think of if I just imagine this camera without this window is, if you go back, I think in the 50s, they had the M1, if I'm not mistaken. And that was a film camera, M model, that did not have the rangefinder in it. I think they used them in labs or whatnot, if I'm not mistaken. But the camera looks kind of ugly without it. So it's just part of the appeal, in my opinion, with this. Also, some conflicting things I've heard about pricing. I've heard that it's because they don't have all the mechanical parts of the rangefinder that they're going to be able to reduce the price. But what I'm seeing here on Leica rumors, that in the EU we're looking at 7,950 euro. That's around 9,300 US dollars. And in the US they're expecting it to be even a little higher due to tariffs. So we could be looking at over 10 grand for the new version of the M. I'm also hearing that they are going to continue this version as well with the rangefinder. So I think that's a smart move. I think if they got away from it, they're going to lose a lot of people. It may not be immediately, but over time, I think. Because I think that's one of the things that just drives a lot of people to Leica is the rangefinder system. Now, even though I started with an old film camera, then I went to the Q series. I only went to the Q series because of the price. It was just hard for me to comprehend, or just to take that leap of faith and go and spend that much money on buying an M camera. So, but not only have I bought one digital M camera, but I've bought several now at this point, and I still own a couple. So I'm trying to figure out, should I sell my M11D to buy it? Because I've had that camera for about a year, and I've only I shot it one night in a year, and that's just really sad. I love the camera, it's beautiful and everything else, but for some reason I keep picking this one back up. In fact, I picked up the M11P Safari, and that camera is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. But I found that after a little bit of time, I go back to this one right here. Now, the M11P Safari Edition, I have to say, people never approach me and say, oh, I love the camera, what is it? But when I'm carrying that camera, it just, for whatever reason, the color just sticks out. In fact, that's why I got this toolbox back here, is to match the color of the camera. So I was trying to do an entire, camera setup and just make it look really, really cool. So I love that green look, but after a little bit of use, I'm back to the M11P. So like I said, I'm ready to give up a kidney to get this camera. I'm so curious to know what your thoughts are on this. Let me know in the comments. Are you thinking about picking one up? They also got the Q3 monochrome coming out, and I'm like 99% on that one. So haven't seen it, but I'd imagine it's just a Q3 with monochrome. And it is going to be the 28mm version as well. And later on, they're going to bring out the 43. So I definitely want that camera, but I'm also stuck with, do I keep my Q2 monochrome or do I sell it? I think that the value is going to drop pretty quickly on that camera when they release this new one, but it's probably too late to try to get what I could have gotten 2 months ago for it. So I don't know. What would you do if you were me, or what are you going to do? Let me know in the comments. I'm just so curious what everyone's thoughts are on this camera. I really hope that they kept at least a digital version of a patch that would come up in a line in there. I know it's possible because Fuji did it years ago. And before you go, if you were eyeballing these beautiful camera straps, they're by Outcrown. They're adjustable 32 to 58 inches simply by pulling it like this. Now, Outcrown does more than just camera straps. They do other accessories as well, like this thumb grip. This thing is gorgeous. The cool thing about this grip is you can actually use your flash and the grip at the same time. So I'm not going to say any more other than there's a 10% discount code, CameraFusion10, in the description along with the link if you want to head over and check them out. Thanks so much for spending your time with me. I greatly appreciate it. My name's Tony. This is Camera Fusion. If you want to see more Leica related content or any other camera related content, because I'm an absolute camera addict, if you're an addict as well, would probably mesh just fine. Hit that subscribe button and maybe watch one of these videos right here, and I'll see you in the next one.